My arms reached for the sky, extending high above me. My vision was obscured. Words escaped me. The sound of footsteps echoed in the distance, two pairs drawing nearer with each passing moment. My heart raced, caught in a whirlwind of uncertainty, and I was eager to see what would unfold next. Before we dive in, this one arrived a bit sooner than planned, but I was too eager to keep it to myself. Share your thoughts on whether it resonated with you. Let the journey commence. I had already given my affirmation. The path ahead was set, and retreat was not an option. The sheets were pristine, waiting to cradle the dreams of those who would lay upon them. The light softened, creating an inviting atmosphere. The candles danced gently in the room, their light creating delicate shadows that played across the carefully arranged space I had crafted with intention and meticulous care, right down to the smallest detail. I found myself constantly rearranging items that were perfectly fine as they were, polishing surfaces, aligning pillows, anything to occupy my hands. I strolled back to the mirror. A final glance. The black lace embraced me perfectly, cascading gently over skin that had remained hidden for far too long. I glanced over my shoulder, surveying the rear, then shifted my gaze to the front once more. I hadn't chosen my outfit to conceal anything. That was the essence of it all. My heart was racing, not with fear, but with an indescribable thrill that stirred deep within me. A vivid rush of nerves and excitement intertwined within me. I was completely in the dark about what was coming my way. I was aware of the request I had made. I traced a finger along my collarbone, exhaling gently. Every part of me was vibrant, acutely aware of the world around me. The crisp breeze brushed against me, intensifying every sensation. In a brief pause, I found myself seated, only to rise once more. The door remained locked, enveloped in silence, yet the approach of both was undeniable. That was the understanding we reached. I considered backing out, wavering in my decision, contemplating a text or a call to cancel. Yet I held firm, for deep down, despite the jitters, there was a desire that pulled me forward. Everything, all the experiences I had yet to explore, all the desires I had kept at bay. This evening was all about sharing tales. Embrace authenticity, release the reins, and let go. And then a sound reached my ears. 3 deliberate taps. The moment had arrived. At the threshold, they lingered, 2 figures poised in anticipation. Silence enveloped them. The towering figure took a step ahead, each motion measured and intentional. He simply moved forward without checking if I was prepared. He was under no obligation. His presence was a serene force, strong and silent, creating an atmosphere where uncertainty faded away. He paused just a breath away from me. The subtle aroma of leather wafted from his jacket, evoking a sense of intrigue. In that moment, silence enveloped us as he raised his hands, gently placing the cover over my eyes. In an instant, the light disappeared. In that moment, all that existed was the rhythm of my breath and the echoes around me. The atmosphere grew dense. My breath transformed. The sound of the door clicking shut behind me echoed in the silence, leaving me in a world of stillness. Only the gentle whisper of quietude and the rhythmic pulse of my own heart echoing in the stillness. I felt a surge of nerves as I stood in anticipation. In that moment, I sensed his presence just behind me, so near. His hand glided softly across my waist, then lingered there, warm, weighty, anchoring. I remained motionless, filled with doubt and apprehension. Yet, I remained right there. I had no desire to. He gently helped me adjust my position, guiding me as if I had relinquished control over my own body. I allowed him to proceed. Every little movement sent ripples of sensation coursing through my legs. My breath hitched as he gently urged my knees apart. I followed the directive. The blindfold heightened my awareness of the moment. The echo of his footsteps, the rustle of fabric, the soft cadence of his breath as he drew nearer. As I moved, I could sense the warmth of his chest against my back, the strength of his hands holding my hips, a steady force leading me deeper into his embrace. In that moment, he acted without hesitation, fulfilling my request without a word or a signal, just as I had envisioned. My lips opened without thought. A soft sound emerged, filled with longing. My hands rose gently, lingering in the air, caught in a moment of uncertainty about their next move, questioning the boundaries of my actions. In that moment, I was stripped bare, feeling an intensity that made every nerve sing with awareness. He took his time initially, yet his resolve remained unyielding. He moved with quiet determination, as if he knew what came next, arranged, examined, and prompted to react. His rhythm flowed with a steady pulse, unwavering, as if guiding my body to attune itself to his every beat. Each moment stretched and pulsed with a life of its own. I made an effort to remain calm, to keep my position, but it wasn't long before I lost my grip. Each change sparked a surge of energy within me, my breath shattered. My legs quivered with anticipation. I found myself descending rapidly, more intensely and profoundly than I ever imagined possible. He tightened his hold, ensuring I remained close, preventing any chance of escape. I was not meant to witness. I experienced it all: his hold, his cadence, the primal mastery that erased contemplation and revealed nothing but feeling. As the tension rose, my thoughts became a haze. I let out a sound more intense than the last. I was unbothered by the audience, and then I let it all spill out. It surged within me, intense and abrupt, in warmth, liberation, downfall. My body tensed with anticipation. My breathing grew shallow and fast. I inhaled sharply, unable to hold back, quaking beneath the burden of everything. As my knees began to falter, he was there, supporting me with a quiet strength, unwavering and resolute. It was only after it had moved on that he finally released his grip. He took a step back, silence enveloping the moment. I lingered in my spot, wavering, shaking, utterly unraveling. I had never experienced such a sensation before, never let go in that way. And the twist I never saw coming? I craved something deeper. The second man approached, moving with a deliberate, weighty gait. He moved closer without a word, exuding a calm confidence, as if we were both aware of the unfolding narrative ahead. Before his presence registered in my mind, I could feel the energy he brought with him. His presence carried a weight, a richness, an unmistakable distinction. Fingers gripped my wrists, lifting them high into the air. A strong grip ensued, unwavering and assured. My arms reached for the sky and lingered in that moment. Before I could fully grasp the moment, a gentle band wrapped around my lips and secured itself behind my head. In that moment, I found myself enveloped in silence, unable to see, to voice my thoughts, or to take a single step. He remained silent. Then his hands found their way to my thighs, steady and assured. He adjusted my position and moved closer. I wavered a bit, the weight of the atmosphere pressing down on me. His fingers danced across my skin with a deliberate grace, gauging the limits of my willingness to surrender. The narrative flowed without interruption. He guided me as if he were the one holding all the reins. No build-up, only movement, tension, and assurance. He positioned my hips and guided me into place, establishing the tempo according to his own design. With each movement, my body quivered, as if it were part of a larger tale unfolding. I inhaled sharply in response to the music. The sound lingered in the air, unanchored and adrift. He advanced with intention, deliberate, unwavering. Though my knees trembled, I held my ground. His hold remained unwavering. Every movement stirred a profound rhythm within me. I sighed softly from my hiding place, feeling vulnerable, engulfed by emotions, and burning with intensity. It surpassed my expectations, and I found myself unable to halt the unfolding events. Every moment spoke volumes through silence and presence. The tension escalated rapidly, overflowing beyond every boundary I believed I possessed. I found myself unraveling, trembling in my suspended state, my head thrown back, breaths erupting in quick, jagged gasps. He kept me grounded, guiding me through the storm, refusing to release his grip until the last wave had receded. In that moment, silence enveloped the surroundings. As he took a step back, the silence enveloped the space, wrapping it in a shroud of stillness. I stood my ground. I was unable to do that. I lingered in that moment, caught in a web of emotions, shaking, enveloped, gasping, utterly unraveling. I found myself bound, my mouth silenced, my eyes shrouded, struggling to maintain my balance. My arms throbbed from being lifted for what felt like an eternity. My legs quivered beneath me, and my breath came in shallow gasps through the tight grip that held me captive. Yet I remained up there, not entirely present, not even nearly so. The change was apparent to me before anyone else. The heavy atmosphere wrapped itself around me like a second skin. A new figure emerged with each measured step. Silence enveloped the air, yet an understanding lingered within me. He had returned. A fresh hold encircled my waist, stronger, more assured. My body tightened, yet it was of no consequence. My body felt frozen in place. The other man remained present. He remained right there. I found myself in the midst of them, elevated, guided, utterly exposed. Then arrived the unfolding tale. They moved me as if I were a feather. My feet were positioned with greater distance between them. My back curved gracefully. The support above groaned as it adjusted to the movement. A figure loomed behind me, their weight pressing against the gentle arch of my back. The signs were clear, and I could see the unfolding events ahead of me. The pressure surged in suddenly, not gradually, not softly, but as a jarring shift that felt alien, all-consuming, and relentless. I responded on impulse, my head tilted back, breath held in the shadows. One of them held my hips steady, while the other supported my legs. I found myself ensnared, a captive of circumstance. Just as I was beginning to find my footing, the second man stepped in nearer. His hand rested gently around my neck, a soft presence, not constricting, just a comforting touch. Our bodies collided, creating a pulse that echoed in the air, followed by a second cadence that intertwined with the first. They moved as one, a seamless dance of determination, with one leading and the other following, each step deliberate and powerful, exuding an air of mastery. It unfolded without hesitation, a swift and unyielding surge. They moved with a rhythm, steady and unstoppable. They were hidden from my view. Words escaped me, yet I was acutely aware of it all. The tension swirling around, the heat enveloping me, the pressure bearing down in ways I had never experienced, both physically and entirely. And beneath it all, the manner in which my body reacted time and again. I should have shattered in that moment, yet I held strong. It was essential for me. I was unaware of the identities behind the hands that held me, or the ones that moved me along, but each shift resonated more profoundly within me. My body was ablaze, yearning, throbbing. Only the experience of feeling remained. They kept moving forward, undeterred. At times, they flowed as one, while at others, they danced in disarray, their actions intertwining, sharing the lead, leaving no room for contemplation. Every moment spoke volumes through silence and presence. Another directed my chin. My body trembled in their grasp, my muted pleas swallowed by the confines around me. Yet my journey was far from over. The initial surge hit swiftly, crashing over me in powerful waves, draining the energy from my limbs. Yet they held on tightly. They supported me, pushing forward, each movement penetrating further. The second wave arrived with a gentle pace. I bent once more, my arms pushing against the hold. My body quivered in their hold, lips slightly parted yet voiceless. It was beyond what I imagined I could endure, yet somehow I found the strength to push through. As I experienced them, they intertwined, each instant propelling me beyond the previous one. And then I unraveled. The last surge crashed over me, unexpected and dazzling. I remained silent. I held my breath. I shook with such intensity that remaining still was impossible. My thoughts drift like leaves in the wind. My body wavered. I found myself surrendering to the flow, embracing the uncertainty that came with it. They kept me grounded as I came apart time and time again until I was completely spent. It was at that moment they finally paused. Silence enveloped the room, fingers gently parted, drifting into the unknown. Yet I remained where I was, shrouded in darkness, my vision obscured, trembling, and far from complete. This one was put together quickly, I'll confess. Yet I still wish that you found it enjoyable. Have you ever encountered a woman whose presence rendered you utterly speechless? Someone who ventured beyond your wildest imagination? Can you share what took place? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm eager to hear them all. And remember to show some love by liking, subscribing, and ringing the bell so you're the first to hear about the next tale we share. We appreciate you joining us on this journey.